Welcome to my live. So I am on my way home. If you don't know and you are new to my channel, welcome to my live. My name is Nisi, and of course it's C4P Ministry. So just a quick question for everybody. Again, I am on my way home. Yes, I have a 9 to 5. If you look at my channel, it is called C4P Ministry. And I am on my way home. You maybe can see in the background that there are a lot of trees. So I live in a very rural area, and I love where I live. I picked this area for a reason, because it is very rural, and there's Bambies out here everywhere. Listen, I got the squirrels when I'm on my bike riding. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you see when I'm on my bike riding, I will also be riding past deer. So again, if you can see in the background, it's very rural where I live. And of course, I work in the city of DC. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you see that I put Southern Maryland. So I do, again, live in a rural area. But thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm so glad you're here. Let's talk. Hi, who is that? Let me see. Okay, so this is why I decided to go live, and it's so important. If you are starting your channel, if you know that this is where you belong, if you know that you want to be a content creator and later on build, there's something you must know. When you're posting your videos, you got to go back and you got to check the videos that you're posting. Your video could have hit the algorithm and you don't know it, because you're not checking what you've posted. So I need everybody to hear me that's on this live. You are so busy creating, dropping videos, thinking you're only getting 200 views, 300 views, right? When in actuality, one of your videos could have hit the algorithm. And if you can see in my thumbnail that I put in there, one of my videos hit the algorithm. But guess what? I didn't know it. And the video is still climbing. It is climbing and it is climbing. I did not know that video hit the algorithm until one day I went back to look at all the videos that I had created, and I saw 10,000. And if you can see in my thumbnail, that video is 12 days old, and that video is now over 36,000. You can't see it on your end, but I put it in the thumbnail what that video is. So again, if you are posting and you want to be a content creator, I'm going to give you some tips. And the first tip is, do not give up. If you are creating content and you know it is where you belong, no matter what anybody says, don't give up. Do not give up. Every video that I post, I pray over every video. And here is the prayer that I use. God, I ask that anyone that views this video, no matter if it is one person, 10,000 or 35,000, that they take that video and they use it for good, that it motivates them, that it crosses cities, that it crosses states, that it crosses nations, that it crosses countries, that any man or woman that sees this video, that it will change their life. It will motivate them to live in their purpose. In Jesus' name, amen. That is the prayer I say over all of my videos. So the number one, the first thing, over every video that you do, if you have faith, pray over your video. When you pray over your video, don't pray that you hit your numbers. Don't pray that you go viral. Pray that whoever needs to see your video at that very moment in time, see your video. That's the first thing. Number two, you must stay humble. You must stay humble. I need you to write this down. You must stay humble. Here is why. When you remain humble, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many cars you have, no matter how many houses you have, no matter if you are married or you single, no matter how many children you have, no matter what you acquire in your life, if you remain humble, God is preparing you for greatness. He is preparing you for greatness. Think about all of the crappy people that make a lot of money. And I only can say this because I've experienced. I've had a little bit of money and I have a lot of money. So I can give my wisdom to you. So it is very important in this time. And I know you don't see a lot of people being that way. So whoever is on here, I want you to hear me when I say you must remain humble. You must have humility. Humility does not mean that you are going to allow people to walk all over you. Humility does not mean that you will not have boundaries, because I have boundaries and my no game is strong. Humility means that no matter how far I go in life, I still will be able to see the unhoused. I still will be able to see and want to do for the hungry. I still will see and want to do for one of my friends that may not be where I am, that may fall on hard times. That is what humility does for you. It allows you to still know what milk costs, what bread costs, no matter how much you accumulate. And you will want that in your life, because Things come and things go. And who you are is not determined on how much you make. So I need everybody to hear me when I say that. And I can speak to that because I've had a little and I have a lot now. It does not determine who I am. I can go out tomorrow and purchase another vehicle. And guess what? That will not increase my value. So I need you to hear me. So number 3, the next thing is very important. Your value is here. It's who you are on the inside. If you understand that and you know that, then when you start to accumulate all of these nice things, because you do want to reward yourself sometimes for all of your hard work. And so when you start to reward yourself, you won't be attached to all the nice things. So in other words, I could walk away from all these things that I have, but I'm still walking away with me. I'm still walking away with my good character. I'm still walking away with who God created me to be. And that is someone with integrity. That is someone with courage. That is someone with value. So that's number 3. And if somebody can type that in the chat for me, type it in the chat so everyone else can see that. So number 3, humility, guys. You've got to have it. When your videos start to shoot up in numbers, you must have humility. You cannot get out of character. There are very bad people with money, and there are good people who have money. Money is a good thing, which leads me to number 4. Don't let anybody tell you money is bad. Money is a good thing. Here is why. God is your source. Money is your resource. Whatever you need in life, whether it is food, shelter, money is going to provide that. You want to write a book, money is going to provide the resource for you to write your book. You're raising children. Money is some of your resource for raising your children. It's a component in raising your children. It's not all the components, because you can have all the money in the world raising your children and they turn out to be crappy people. You still have to provide discipline. You still have to not just raise, but you not just provide, which money does, but you also have to raise your children well. So number 4, that was number 4. Number 5, guys, creativity. You gotta have good creativity. Now, I go into ChatGPT. Here's what ChatGPT does for me. ChatGPT will punctuate for me. ChatGPT will refine some of the things that I put in ChatGPT. But what ChatGPT cannot do is give me creativity. I am very creative. So you guys are watching, I know you're creative. But I want you to dig down deep. When other people think that your creativity is ridiculous, trust me when I say that's what makes you unique. My creativity makes me unique. So I want you to write that down, creativity. And I want you to capitalize on what God has given you, the ability to be creative. The next thing, guys, see right here, this voice, communication. Communication is going to be another key. You've got to be able to communicate and communicate well. And this is a skill that you're going to get that you will keep increasing. the more you post your videos. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Post your videos. Post them. The more you do, the better you will become. It is called practice makes what? Practice makes perfect. The more you increase, the better you're going to get. The next thing that is so very important, guys, number 8, be true. Be true to who you are. Don't want to be anybody else. I don't care if the next person, that influencer has 25,000, gets 30,000 hits, gets 40 and gets 50. It doesn't matter. You are your business. You are a walking business. That creator, that influencer that's getting all those hits off of those videos and that have become famous from being an influencer, guess what? They started from somewhere. They started from somewhere. So that's you starting from somewhere. They had the courage. They had the courage. Which leads me to number 9. Post every day if you can. Post every day if you can. Even if you don't feel like it. Post every day. And you can mix how you post. You could maybe do a text and post your text. You could do a video one day and post your video. Put it in ChatGPT. And number 10, this is a big one. You may start out here thinking you're going to do this niche. Guess what? By the time you're on month 7, your niche is completely different. So that Miss Becoming Her, I didn't start out saying Miss Becoming Her. My ex-husband saw one of my videos and he said, oh yeah, I like it, keep it. Guys, that's how I kept Miss Becoming Her. The seeds of wisdom, I came up with that. My ex-husband said, I like it, keep it. When you see my videos and you see me dancing, sometimes people send me songs or videos and said, do this one. This is you. That's my niche. Listen, I'm telling you, how you start out may not be the direction that you go. So be open. Be open to change. And I'll give you a bonus. Things are going to hit you quickly. Things will come quickly. Things will come fast. You must know ultimately the who, what, when, where, how, and why. I left why for last because you have to know why you're doing what you're doing. If you are doing it just to make money, that is your ultimate goal, you're in trouble. I knew ultimately my why. And I knew that I was chosen, that God chose me to talk about Him and to let everyone know that it doesn't matter where you are in life. You could have fallen. You could be doing drugs. You can be sleeping around. You can be drinking too much. No matter where you are in life, God is with you. And what you must do is call His name. You must surrender. That was my calling. And everything else flowed after. But I had to surrender to Him. I'm telling you, I learned in life you will fall and you will rise. You will fall and you will rise. You will go low and you will go high. It is life. It's nature. You get married, you may divorce. Well, what does that mean? You may have fallen a little when you divorce. But ultimately, in the end, you're going to rise so high above divorce. You may be in college, fail a semester. You've fallen. But the next semester, you're rising. You're coming back stronger. You're more determined. You may have just broken up from a boyfriend, right? Or a girlfriend. You're falling, right? In the end, ultimately, things always work out the way they should, right? So things always align the way they should align. So what does that mean? You may have fallen a little, but you're going to rise. That's the bonus. Never give up. Again, one last time. When you're posting, it's so important to go back and just briefly look at your videos. Look at your videos to make sure none of your videos have hit the algorithm. It is possible when you post and you've had a video sitting for 5 days, that video hits the algorithm. It could be the subject, it could be the music, it could be your movements, whatever it is. The video hits the algorithm and it takes off. So please check. That's something no one told me when I was going through this process. And now the video is climbing, it's climbing, it's climbing. Am I grateful? Absolutely. Am I humble? You better believe it. You better believe it, because that means whoever watched that video, again, this goes back to my prayer. Whoever watched my video, they've had a little joy in their life from watching that video. So that prayer that I did, it worked. So pray over everything. Give everything to God. Ask Him. Ask Him to give you more creativity. Ask Him to open you up so that you are not just thinking within the walls, that you are going outside the lines on creativity to be all that God created you to be. And when you do that, your life is going to open up. Your life is going to be so beautiful. Love you, everyone. Have an amazing evening. As always, it's from God through me to you. Love you. Mwah.